This is Standing Watch. And now, Evangelist Norbert Link.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to our Standing Watch program. In November, the world remembered the Kristallnacht, which occurred in Germany many years ago. The Allgemeiner wrote on November 8 that it has been 81 years since Kristallnacht, the night of broken glass, when Nazis torched synagogues, vandalized thousands of Jewish homes, schools, and businesses, and killed nearly 100 Jews on the night of November 9 to 10, 1938. In the aftermath, some 30,000 Jewish men were arrested and sent to concentration camps. This Sabbath marks 81 years since Kristallnacht. It is inconceivable that today Jews need to remove their kippah in order to walk the streets of Europe, said Jewish Agency Chairman Isaac Herzog. The Jerusalem Post added on November 8, Ambassador Danny Danon, Israel's permanent representative to the United Nations, said, "Tonight we are remembering what happened on Kristallnacht on November 9. It is important not only because of the destruction that night, but also what is happening now. We know that it might happen again." But are those concerns really justified? Is it possible? Is it even likely that another Holocaust is going to occur very soon? Here's an article by the Jerusalem Post dated November 17. Over the past 5 years, the world has seen record-high numbers of anti-Semitic incidents in the United States and across Europe. Holocaust survivors say verbal and physical attacks against Jews and their property in 2019 are in many ways akin to what they experienced in Germany in the 1930s, which has created a deep-seated fear that another Holocaust is possible. Now listen to these frightening statistics. In the United States, 58% of Americans believe that something like the Holocaust could happen again. 68% of people believe that anti-Semitism is prevalent in the United States. More than half of Austrians, actually close to 60%, said that they believe that something like the Holocaust could happen again in other European countries. More than a third of Austrian adults believe that National Socialism could come to power again. In light of these frightening developments, I'd like to bring to your attention a scandalous decision by the government in Germany. Deutsche Welle wrote on November 24, one of Germany's oldest and biggest Holocaust victims organizations is facing the loss of its non-profit charitable status. The Union of Persecutees of the Nazi regime received a notice this month from the financial authorities of the state of Berlin, in the German state of Brandenburg, that its non-profit tax benefits would no longer be awarded. According to a 2016 report by the Bavarian Intelligence Agency, the group's agenda goes beyond simply fighting far-right extremism. The report cited an article by the group in support of direct blockades of Nazi demonstrations as evidence that the organization accepted left-wing extremist groups as allies. Now, this is an extremely dangerous, asinine, scandalous, biased right-wing decision, which is based on ridiculous arguments and, of course, ludicrous conclusions. It may set in motion, however, very troubling developments, reminiscent of the rise of Adolf Hitler. In this regard, Notice what the Allgemeiner wrote on November 26. Anti-Semitic incidents in the state of Brandenburg, that is where this ludicrous decision was rendered, during the first 9 months of this year equals the entire record of 2018. Can anybody deny the clear-cut connection between anti-Semitism in that state and that terrible decision regarding revocation of tax exemption in that state, regarding a Holocaust survivor group? The article goes on to say 16% in Thuringia, which is also a state in East Germany, agreed with the statement that Jews were unwelcome aliens. They said they do not belong here. That's almost 20% in that state. But you see, anti-Semitism isn't limited to Germany, Austria, continental Europe, the United States. It's also prevalent in Great Britain. Here's an article by Breitbart, dated November 26. The Archbishop of Canterbury supported Britain's chief rabbi by saying the country should be alert to the profound unease felt by many Jews at the prospect of a left-wing Labour government led by Jeremy Corbyn. Chief Rabbi Ephraim Mirvis wrote in the Times of London that Britain's Labour Party and its leader have been deeply tarnished by anti-Semitism. And the article goes on to say that the Labour Party in general has been engulfed in claims of institutionalized anti-Semitism since Corbyn became leader. At a personal level, Corbyn has also been slammed after pictures emerged confirming he attended a 2014 ceremony for Palestinian terrorists. The Labour Party's anti-Semitism under Corbyn is well documented, is undisputable. What is shocking, what is alarming, is that so many Brits are willing to vote for them, even though Corbyn refused 4 times to apologize for the anti-Semitism within his party and for his own anti-Semitic conduct. Is another Holocaust coming? The sad answer is yes. The Bible clearly prophesies that in our lifetime, a Holocaust is going to occur. It's not only going to be directed against Jews, as the previous one wasn't either, it will also be directed against minority groups, Christian minority groups in particular. We have prepared a free booklet, The Fall and Rise of the Jewish People. You want to read this booklet in order to find out what is prophesied, what is going to occur, because terrible times are going to happen, as I said, in the very, very near future. Thank you very much for listening. This is Norbert Link for the Standing Watch program.
Standing Watch is a presentation by The Church of the Eternal God, P.O. Box 270519, San Diego, California 92198. More information is also available at our website, eternalgod.org.